And now it is my great pleasure to introduce to you the BAE Systems Minibot Challenge number 5, Alliance Antics the Recharge! Alliance Antics is a tournament in which you join forces with another team to score more points than your opponent while avoiding obstacles on the field. Each team will be randomly paired with Alliance partners throughout the tournament, accumulating ranking points toward a playoff. This is a cooperative challenge based on scoring. Registered FRC teams and teams who intend to register for the 2022 season can join the tournament, which will take place on Saturday, December 4th, 2021, beginning at 9 a.m. Eastern. New England teams will have priority in registration. Teams from outside of the New England district may register and will be entered on a first-come, first-served basis. Teams must register by Sunday, November 21st, 2021 at 11:59 p.m. Participating teams must have broadband access to internet, must have a high-quality internet-connected camera that can see the field, and they must have an audio connection in addition to the camera so that they can communicate with their Alliance partner during matches. This could be a smartphone, a tablet, or a camera connected to the computer. Participating teams must be available for the entirety of the tournament. Teams must also come to a pre-flight meeting in advance of the tournament to ensure proper connection and camera setup. If selected for playoffs, teams must be available for the playoff period. The duration of the tournament will depend on the number of participating teams, and matches will be simulcast on Twitch. Now, buckle up, because there's a lot to know about Alliance Antics the Recharge. If you participated in the Minibot challenges before, then you're familiar with the playing field, which we did use for Alliance Antics. We'll use the same playing field, and you'll need to cover all of the green dots with AA batteries before each match. You can build a wall around the field to constrain the robot and the golf balls to the field area. Read the rules about the height of the wall. You will be playing with an Alliance partner via a webcam link. You and your partner will combine your scores to compete against another Alliance, and the winner of the match will earn 2 rank points. Now there's 2 more rank points up for grabs, and we'll explain those shortly. Each team must have a student driver and a student human player. Teams can have an additional student driver if desired. We do encourage teams to rotate players during the tournament if at all possible. Now, we wanted to give the mechanical and electrical teams a challenge, so this game will require some design and build work to maximize scoring. You see, for Alliance Antics the Recharge, we've redesigned the scoring crib, and it is awesome. So, to tell us more about it, here's Zeke from Team 172 Northern Force. Here I am with my accomplice, Zeke from Team 172 Northern Force, and he's going to tell us about the crib. But before we do, we have to ask him important questions. Number 1, are you planning to play on the Minibot Challenge team for Team 172 Northern Force?
No.
And have you discussed anything that you're about to show right now with anyone on Team 172 Northern Force?
No.
Excellent. Let us continue. Tell us about the crib.
All right, so this crib right here, this is the crib that you've seen before. This was the old scoring crib. Now it is only going to be in the Endgame zone on this side of the field. Now, this crib, this is the fancy new scoring crib, as you can see. This crib has 3 different scoring zones that you can potentially put golf balls into, each one with a different wall height. So here you can see we have 1 golf ball high, we have 2 golf balls high, and we have 3 golf balls high. Zone 1 right here is essentially the same as your endgame crib. Zone 2, meanwhile, is 1 golf ball high, and you have to drop the golf ball in it. The same calls for Zone 3.
As Zeke said, the scoring crib is divided into 3 scoring zones. These zones are numbered and have different point values depending on the phase of the match. Scoring Zone 1 is open at the front, Scoring Zone 2 has a high front, and Scoring Zone 3 is tucked into the back corner behind a double-height wall. Balls must touch the base of the scoring zone to score. There's also an endgame crib, which is the same crib that we used in Alliance Antics. The scoring crib goes in the scoring zone, and the endgame crib goes in the endgame zone. And you'll need to attach these to the field securely using tape or hook and loop fasteners. We've attached STL files to the rules, and we recommend 3D printing 1 of each crib. If you can't 3D print cribs, you can make them out of Legos or other suitable materials. See the rules for dimensional requirements and how to place them on the field. Matches are divided into 4 periods: the 20-second autonomous period, the 10-second pause, the 75-second teleoperated period, and the 30-second endgame. Each match period has its own mechanics, and you'll need to work with your alliance partner to strategize on how to score the most points. Now, you have 6 golf balls in this game, and those have been generously provided by our sponsored Titleist. You will need to number the golf balls from 1 to 6. Use a Sharpie and make the numbers large and easy to read. There are 6 numbered positions on the field where golf balls can go, and in Alliance Antics the Recharge, balls can only go on their matching star. Before each match, you and your alliance partner will need to place 3 of the golf balls into each of your mats, but here's the twist. Each position must be covered within the alliance, and here's how it's done. Prior to each match, each team will have one of their 3 positions designated by the schedule. During the on-deck time before your match, you will tell your opposing alliance where each team must put 1 ball, and they will tell you where you must put 1 ball. You and your alliance partner must then decide where to place your last golf balls so that all 6 positions are covered between the 2 alliance partners at the start of the match. Your human player will hold the other 3 golf balls in reserve. At the start of the match, your robot's roamy frame must completely cover starting circle 3. In addition, the robot must fit into a 15-inch cube defined by the black and blue lines that surround starting circle 3 and extending 15 inches up from the mat. Once the match starts, the robot can expand to any size, but read the rules carefully about where it can touch the ground. During autonomous, your robot and its program can then try to score 1 or more golf balls. Golf balls must be moved by the robot to one of the 3 scoring zones and then remain there in order to score. During autonomous, balls scored in zone 1 earn 2 points. Balls scored in zone 2 earn 6 points. And balls scored in zone 3 earn 10 points. Additionally, robots can auto-park in zone 1 in target zone 1 for 10 points. During the autonomous period, only the roamy frame needs to be completely inside of target zone 1 to score auto park. If both alliance robots score at least 1 golf ball during autonomous, the alliance will earn 1 rank point. After the autonomous period, there is a 10-second pause during which the referees will tally up the scores. In addition, the human player will, from their reserve, place the number of golf balls scored by their team during autonomous into the endgame zone. These are out of play, but they will become available in the endgame. For instance, if you scored 2 balls during autonomous, then the human player can place 2 golf balls into the endgame zone and keep 1 out of play for the rest of the match. The driver will need to enable teleoperated mode for the robot during the pause, but they cannot drive the robot until the pause ends. After the pause, the 75-second teleoperated period will start automatically. During teleoperated, human players can remove scored golf balls from the scoring crib and place them back onto their correspondingly numbered golf ball positions that were covered at the start of the match. For instance, if your team had positions 1, 5, and 6 covered at the start of the match, then you can only return golf ball 1 to position 1, golf ball 5 to position 5, and golf ball 6 to position 6. Please read the rules about when you can and cannot touch the golf balls. During teleoperated, balls scored in zone 1 earn 1 point, balls scored in zone 2 earn 3 points, and balls scored in zone 3 will earn 5 points. Balls can be returned from the scoring crib to the mat for the entirety of the teleoperated period. At the end of teleoperated, the 30-second endgame will start automatically. During endgame, the human player cannot touch any golf balls or move golf balls back to the mat. Also, any golf balls that are in the endgame zone are now available for scoring. Golf balls scored during endgame are worth double points, but they will only score if they touch the base of the scoring crib, so plan wisely. At the conclusion of the endgame, robots can park in target zone 2. All attachments must fit within target zone 2 to count as a park, and the height restriction does not apply. Parked robots earn 10 points. And if both robots on the Alliance are parked at the end of the match, then the Alliance will earn a rank point. Now, there are penalties, of course, for toppling batteries, but the referees will count them at the end of the match. This is a change right here. If your robot can stand up batteries before the end of the match, then those batteries will not count as penalties. It doesn't matter where they are. They just have to be stood up again before the end of the match. So read the rules carefully about other penalties. As we said, this is a tournament with qualifying matches and a playoff. At the end of qualifying matches, the top 8 ranked teams will choose their alliance partners for playoffs, which will require 2 wins to advance. We hope you will enjoy Alliance Antics the Recharge as much as we've enjoyed creating it. We cannot wait to see what you and your team do at the tournament, and until then, we'll be monitoring the Discord for questions, and we'll have our office hours on Discord. Thanks, and have a great night.